Hi, I am Carlo Nartates of CEIT 03501A, and in this video I will discuss the 7 layers of protocol. The first layer is the physical layer. It is responsible for the physical cable or wireless connection between network nodes. It defines the connector, the electrical cable or wireless technology connecting the devices, and is responsible for transmission of the raw data, which is simply a series of zeros and ones, while taking care of bitrate control. The second one is the data link layer. It establishes and terminates a connection between two physically connected nodes on a network. It breaks up packets into frames and sends them from source to destination. This layer is composed of two parts: the logical link control, which identifies network protocols, performs error checking and synchronizes frames, and media access control, which uses MAC addresses to connect devices and define permissions to transmit and receive data. Next is the network layer, which has two main functions. One is breaking up segments into network packets, and reassembling the packets on the receiving end. The other is routing packets by discovering the best path across a physical network. The network layer uses network addresses to route packets to a destination node. While the fourth one is the transport layer. In this case, it takes data transferred in the session layer and breaks it into segments on the transmitting end. It is responsible for reassembling the segments on the receiving end, turning it back into data that can be used by the session layer. The transport layer carries out flow control, sending data at a rate that matches the connection speed of the receiving device, and error control, checking if data was received incorrectly, and if not, requesting it again. Next is the session layer. It creates communication channels, called sessions, between devices. It is responsible for opening sessions, ensuring they remain open and functional while data is being transferred, and closing them when communication ends. The session layer can also set checkpoints during a data transfer. If the session is interrupted, devices can resume data transfer from the last checkpoint. The sixth layer is the presentation layer. It prepares data for the application layer. It defines how two devices should encode, encrypt, and compress data so it is received correctly on the other end. The presentation layer takes any data transmitted by the application layer and prepares it for transmission over the session layer. The last layer is the application layer. It is used by end-user software such as web browsers and email clients. It provides protocols that allow software to send and receive information and present meaningful data to users. That is all. Thank you for listening.